I wasn't gonna make this video, but it feels like WWE 2K25 is making a lot of wrong decisions with this mode specifically, and I'm gonna get into some gameplay. I'm gonna get into a little bit of everything in this video, but let's go on ahead and put some attention into what I think needs to be fixed ASAP. Let's go on ahead and get into it, y'all. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You guys have been enjoying the content. This is the new setup, the new studio. Let me know if you guys like it down below in the comments. Let's get it. First off, WWE 2K25 went ahead and updated the ranked My Faction reward, and man, oh man, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed. And the reason why I was disappointed was because you look at these rewards and you realize that Liv Morgan is the ranked reward. Now, I do understand not everybody has Diamond Liv Morgan. I get that. But people are getting their way there. You know what I mean? It's something where people just collect cards, they open the packs. The rewards have been decent this year. So yes, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, they dropped another dupe to the collected reward, which again, it makes no sense. And it makes this, to me, a little bit of a waste of a ranked season, because now I have to go 55 full days with Amethyst Liv Morgan as the reward. It just honestly doesn't make that much sense to me. I'm not trying to sound like a hater, whatever the case may be, but y'all know me, I pride myself on keeping it 100. For the most part, with World Tour, they've been doing a pretty good job with World Tour this year, and it does make me happy to see. But they just added one of the worst features that I hate, that's across all over this mode, and that's the timeout. So when you win a match real quick, they time you out for about a minute and a half before you can get into the next match. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, here is a clip, here is something so you guys can go on ahead and put both together. So that is already a problem in its own that does not excite me when I see it. I saw people complaining on the timeline. I haven't been on the game all day, and I'm like, what are people talking about? I go and try it for myself, and what do you know? It is there. And that is something that, again, should not be in the mode in the first place. Why are you limiting me as to how fast, how slow I should be playing this mode? I should be able to play at my own pace. Not everybody has all the time in the world. If they want a quick match, all right, cool, let me hop into the next one. That's what I liked about World Tour the most. It's already a mode where you have to play a ton of matches, and you're also now limiting me as to how fast I can play them. I just think that that is not good. That is not fun, and that is something that definitely needs to be looked into when we look into this mode. And I think that that's just a problem in its own. I understand that it's not a huge problem in terms of, you know, money, whatever the case may be, but it's still something that is fundamentally wrong with the mode. I shouldn't be getting timed out after finishing something super fast. Maybe it's a way to stop bots, whatever the case may be, but I just feel like there's no way to really have bots in this game. Maybe I'm wrong, let me know down below, but I just think that that shouldn't be in the game. And yes, I'm rambling for a while about it because, again, it just shouldn't be in there. Now we look at the submission glitch, which a lot of people think that is not. I personally think it's a glitch, and I feel like the reason why it's a glitch is because now when you look in a gameplay, you look at casket matches, ambulance matches, those matches have been way easier ever since the last couple patches. They're trying to balance the mini game, but guess what? When you now balance the mini game in those matches, that is the same mini game that is attached to submissions, and that is the base, you know, way to do submissions in My Faction. And I personally think that there needs to be something, you know, happening, because here's what's going on. You go in, and in a regular match, you can beat somebody up just a couple times, do a submission, and you are going to make them tap, guaranteed. That is something, again, that needs to be looked into, man. There is no reason why, and we are going through these problems. And again, it all has to do with the fact that this mini game is attached to 3 or 4 different things in the same game. Last man standing match, you know, it's submission matches, casket matches, ambulance matches, and again, they're really small things. And you know, I'm happy to see the gimmick matches in the game, but when it's affecting, you know, the game routinely in every aspect, you know, where that mini game is involved, that doesn't make the player experience very fun. I'm scared to go online and play because of submissions, and you guys can see a clip here. You literally just get put in a submission after dominating most of the match, and just because your stamina or your health is low, you can go on ahead and lose the match. I'm hoping that this is something that is fixed in the near future. I personally really like this game, man. I say it 100 times. I say it every video. I like the game. I just feel like some decisions right now are a little bit questionable when it comes down to this mode. And the reason why I stress this mode the way I do is because, you know what? This is a mode that keeps me coming back to the game. I genuinely enjoy this mode. This is one of my favorite modes, you know, in the game. Probably my favorite. I come back to it every day. You know what I'm saying? I go and stream it on Twitch. I go and talk about it on Twitter. I mean, I just have fun with this game. It's fun. So I just have fun with this mode. It's fun to me. It's cool. I like collecting cards. Some of these decisions are questionable, and I think it's messing with the player experience. When you go in live events, there's no reason why these live events should be this extremely hard, and then we have to beat them 4 times. There's no reason why I should have to face a Galaxy Opal Roman Reigns and have to beat him 4 times when the first time beating the live event is already tough. There's people complaining to me on the timeline. Yes, I already got it done, but I just don't understand it. Another thing, The Rock 24. Yes, you can go ahead and get his attire on community creations. That's not the point. The point is that we were supposed to collect these cards. The Rock 24 was the promotion for the live event in my faction. And after you going ahead and finish the live event, guess what? You get a 82 overall Rock that is no longer a persona card, because originally he was invisible. So yes, it is kind of, you know, false promoting at that point. I just don't think that needs to be happening. I think this is something that we should be able to go on ahead, clear out. It's just, again, lots of decisions, lots of things going on with this game that just don't make, you know, lots of sense when it comes down to this mode. Now, again, I think that there's a lot of potential with this mode, and there is ways to compete and play this game without spending money. I do want you guys to know that, because I haven't really been spending the last couple weeks, and I've gone ahead and finished World Tour and done a whole bunch of stuff, and there's a lot of my faction points and rewards in there. And this one thing I did want to point out with this CM Punk card was the fact that it is completely free. If you are, you know, a no money spent player, this card should be attainable to get. You do have to be decent at the game. You have to be a Galaxy Opal Roman Reigns who is literally on God mode when you play the live event. But aside from that, you know, you have to beat it 4 times, and I alluded to that earlier in the video. But the fact that they are going on ahead and giving away this card for free just speaks to what they're doing for no money spent players this year. Me personally, I'm not complaining about the fact that this is a repeat persona card, simply because I didn't get this card last year. Some people did, I didn't. So even if it is a repeat card, at least it's free. Just like the CM Punk with the long hair over in World Tour, I'm glad I was able to get that one. I wasn't able to get it last year either. So again, there are some pros, there are some cons, but it would only be a fair video if I'm able to point out, you know, just as much as they're doing bad, what they're doing good. So I think that this is a good start for no money spent players, and hopefully we can continue that, especially with the World Tour mode. But one thing that definitely bothered me was the fact that The Rock, he's somebody who we were supposed to get a persona card for, and all of a sudden he is now just a regular 82 overall Ruby. I just think it takes away from it, especially when you needed all these live event cards, and the only way to get those live event rewards is by owning some of those difficult cards that, you know, you got to pull and whatnot. So I think this mode can actually be really fun, and there's maybe some additions they can make to it. And I think that it's now really coming and shaping into its own. But some of these decisions, man, I was like, man, I gotta make a video on this and talk about it. I got some stuff coming for y'all, some bigger projects, but I definitely wanted to talk about, you know, this in particular with the gameplay and just, you know, what's going on with live events and everything like that. But let me know how you guys feel about this mode down below. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You guys have been enjoying the video. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.